Hello to all you geeks and degenerates out there, and welcome back to our video. And today, Enzo and Nina are joining me for this one. Surprisingly, yeah. We're seeing more of Nina now for the month of February. Wow, I really fucked that up. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, for the month of February, we are doing a lot of very romantically themed movies, and to stick to the theme, we're doing Crazy Stupid Love. One of 2011's biggest love stories with Steve Carell and God, what's the name of that girl from Jurassic Park 2?
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore and Ryan Gosling.
Wow, I cannot believe that you know Julianne Moore from Jurassic Park 2. Of all the movies that you could have picked, dang, it just shows how bad. Is this what you make? This is why you make fun of Drummer, no, for the Jurassic Park 2 stuff.
It's better. 2 T-Rex. What you talking about?
Oh yeah. So, you know what's better than 1 T-Rex? 2 T-Rex.
Cool.
I mean, granted, it is one of her more famous movies.
Yeah.
Because she's like in a bunch of. I mean, she isn't like in a bunch of indie stuff, so can't really blame Drummer for not knowing.
Yeah.
That's true. Not Drummer not knowing great actors and actresses.
Yeah, please excuse.
I know.
Please excuse Nina and her high snobbery.
I'm kidding. It was funny.
For his ignorance.
No, for his
ignorance.
For his peasant, taste in movies. So we have two extreme ends. One being like, I only watch indies and Oscar movies, and John being like, I like dinosaurs.
Somebody got off the wrong side of the bed.
No, I'm just saying, I'm observing.
Man's attacking all of us.
I mean, if you said Hunger Games, I think most people forgot
she was in Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And if you watch Still Alice, I'm like, wow, you really do watch them Oscar movies, then I can't judge now. But see.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Hunger Games was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't okay, but it was a movie. It was a movie that happened. Anyway, Joma, go.
Going back to the topic. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we weren't old enough to.
No, we were absolutely not.
Watch this movie when around 2011. What were we like?
I was 11.
Okay, I was 12.
Joma was probably 12 then.
Yeah. I was 16, but I had no idea.
And you would have been.
Oh, okay. I think you would have been okay.
You would have been the only one of us who could watch it, get it, and laugh. But
yeah,
I remember seeing pictures of it.
I was too indoctrinated, with our school's religious beliefs. For me, I find this funny. I've been like, this is sinful.
This is sinful.
Oh my god.
What he's doing right there is sinful. Ryan Gosling, how dare you?
How dare you?
In fairness, it is quite the. It's not particularly raunchy.
Okay.
Sorry, Nina. What?
No, it's not particularly Well, it's not raunchy in the extreme sense.
No.
It has the formula, the usual awkward moments happening. Oh my god, drama. But I remember watching this obviously many years later. I think I was going through a breakup at the time, so something that I really enjoyed doing was watching rom-coms. Not because I just need a little bit of love in my life, but it was just kind of. No, you don't.
Okay.
Oh,
This was something that you guys are don't know. You really don't know him. Because I actually forget which specific breakup I was going through. Because people are allergic to labels sometimes. But it was definitely a time where I was binging a bunch of rom-coms because of my heart being broken. And I remember thinking, out of all of these things that I have watched, Crazy Stupid Love is probably my favorite out of all of them, and it still stands to this day. I haven't seen a rom-com that's kind of really it's my kind of funny, It's not kind of the dude bro funny. It's really, I think it is kind of really tailored towards women, but it can get male demographics when it can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say even if Ryan Gosling here is kind of the dude bro kind of vibe from here to there. But yeah, we don't get that much from this movie. How about you, Enzo? Like, what were your like first experiences with this movie?
I just popped up on Netflix, and I remember Nina just gushing about it. I was like, well, I'll check it out. And then watching, like, wow, this is pretty good. I don't remember why I avoided rom-coms like this. And aside from the fact I was very religious most of my teen years. So maybe that's why. Because we were like, it's...
You're just doing this at the cinema.
Yeah. Like, my choice of movies were, like, either Transformers or something less, you know, earthly.
Narnia.
Earthly, what my school used to say, like, whatever that means now. Or, like, you know, the Avengers. So that's the limit. Until, like, my mom and sister were like, you need to watch more movies. We'll start with the Oscar shit. And then that's, you know, my love of movies can be traced to back there. Thanks to my mom and sis for educating me. But yeah, watching this, I'm like, wow, I regret missing this. Maybe, you know, would have learned some life lessons earlier on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Good. I remember watching this when I was like 15, 16.
15, huh? That's quite young, I guess. Like,
Yeah. It was on like TV, so I'm like, huh. I'm eating dinner and I'm watching a movie. I was like, okay. It has Ryan Gosling and like Emma Stone, so I was like, shit, this right off the whole what is it called again? Zombieland craze. I was like, damn, I have a crush on Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
So, I want to watch more movies of her. And I was watching it and I was like, you know, 15-year-old me, not really lucky with the ladies. And then seeing Ryan Gosling does his magic, I was like, wow. I want to be that, yeah. Yeah, but those were my experiences with like Crazy Stupid Love. Was just like, yeah, just watching it through TV as it was on, and then one moment when I was like probably 17, 16, that's when I sat down and like fully digested it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No heartbreaks there yet.
I feel like I was very impressed by. I think this was the movie. Because, you know, up until that point, my exposure to Steve Carell was only through The Office, and those were only clips. Like, I still have yet to watch the full Office experience kind of deal. Because in fairness, it was at a time. I mean, like, in fairness, where do you get, like, The Office isn't on Netflix, and Netflix didn't come until a few years ago here in the Philippines.
I mean,
yeah, but
the
like,
set is expensive and ruined. So what do you want from me, John Moore?
Yeah, the set's expensive, bro. What do you want from us, right? Yeah. But that's the thing, right? So my exposure to Steve Carell was like 40-Year-Old Virgin, The Office, you know, and I told myself like, oh, he actually acts surprisingly like he has a very like not a deep character, but he plays a character that has very complex emotions. You know, his wife cheated on him, wants a divorce, you know, he's going through this time of his life where, you know, like, he's like one of those men who clearly got married way too early and got way too comfortable with his wife because, of course, when you're married, you automatically only stay loyal to each other. And that's not his fault that the wife cheated, she chose to cheat kind of deal. Like, Julianne Moore decided that, her character decided that. But you get what I mean, like,
yeah,
it's kind of in the throes of like marriage, like the plateau of marriage where you're like neither of you just try because you already have kids. It's already too late to try anyway, and
it's set in stone. So what's gonna?
Yeah, it's set in stone. Right? So what's the point, right? So parang it was just so it was, you know, very complicated, and I was like, he plays it surprisingly well for somebody who like. I did not realize that's sorry I had to say, and I don't mean to like slander the actor that I'm about to say the name of, but it kind of reminds me of, am I saying it right? It's not, it's
Tim Carrey?
Adam Sandler, right?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
No, because I keep confusing him with Andy Samberg because it's so close. But okay, Adam Sandler.
They had the movie together too, so it's like.
Yeah, sorry. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I assume that he's kind of like another Adam Sandler, like a guy who can only do the same thing over again, and it just doesn't get any better. But Steve Carell is a really good actor. I was so surprised. So I was very pleasantly surprised. Of course, this is where I found. Actually, this is where I technically found Julianne Moore, and then I just watched the rest of her stuff. was very
Chief
in love
Judge is
with
me
her.
for Jurassic Park too.
I mean, in fairness, I'm just saying, you know. And then of course Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, amazing chemistry, great people. Like they seem to be friends on and off screen, incredible. So I was very impressed by the whole thing. But I think there is just one plot point that we're all very terribly uncomfortable with that we will talk about later. But you guys, how about you guys? What did you guys think about? This is a pretty stacked cast if you think about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's funny you were gushing about Steve Carell and his comedic chapters. I knew him first as a serious man, but of course I saw clips of him being funny from The Office and other stuff like years before. But like my first ever exposure to him was fucking Foxcatcher or something.
Wow. You got technically you got like the other side of his range.
Yeah, I got Foxcatcher and then the Big Short. I was like, wow, this guy's good.
Dude, I swear to God.
And then you see him in The Office and you're like, wait a second.
And I'm not sure if I saw this before 40-Year-Old Virgin, but I was like, I need to watch them. See him in this element, which is comedy. And I need to watch this before or after, but I'm like, damn, he is pretty funny too. And I like seeing comedians with range. And I think this was my first movie, like, wow, I'm like, wow, not only does Steve Carell have range, but so does Ryan Gosling. Because he also it's like between...
I'll mention that later. Sorry. Go on.
Comedy and seriousness, where he's been in serious movies like, say, what was the Apollo movie?
Oh my god. Wait, I will do that for
Apollo
you, but
13?
keep going.
No, that's Tom Hanks.
No, it is
right.
First Man.
First Man, there you go.
And then you have comedies like The Nice Guys and this one. So I'm like, wow, this guy's really good. I'm surprised I haven't noticed him sooner. And like a really smaller movie he was in that I really liked was Drive. It's him and Bryan Cranston. So yeah. And damn, you know, the child that first came out of what's the name of the actor? Steve Carell and Julianne Moore is Emma Stone. They're like, wow, your seat's pretty good.
Yeah. I was actually, I think Crazy Stupid Love, I also decided to watch it because I said, this has a lot of really big actors that I did not expect to see in the same movie. Like, of all people, to think that Julianne Moore would be, quote unquote, again, with my image of Steve Carell at the time, would be married to Steve Carell's character. I was like, interesting, good to know. And then it was really cute. I was like, they surprisingly have great chemistry on screen. Like when they talk to each other, it's really for divorce days, like they really talk very well to each other, and like you can kind of like I this is what impressed me too when I watched it. I'm so sorry, John Mar. We'll cut through it a little bit. Go on. But like what I was really impressed by, and I have this issue when it comes to watching actors because I'm like, I like watching sorry, my mic. I like watching actors that I like a lot, and when I see one that I like, I binge a lot of their movies in one go. And I was so impressed by the fact that, save for Emma Stone, because Emma Stone's character is a special case.
Yeah.
When I saw everyone on screen, I believed their character. They had the face of the actor, but it felt like they were their own character, and I was like, yeah, that's great. This is also really good casting.
Yeah.
But
for John
go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go. You just keep interjecting.
I'm not listening to this anymore.
I was more surprised to see Julianne Moore in the comedy because I've seen her go through a whole
a lot of serious movies.
And popcorn movies. I'm like, wow, you are one of the greatest actresses, and I grew up with you having a crush on you because I like Jurassic Park 2.
Would you look at that? What a kuwenka-dinka.
But yeah, again, we all know those, like, highly celebrated actors, and as Edwin said, not everything has to be Oscar-worthy. Sometimes you just have to have some fun,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There are those movies like that where you just have fun watching. They don't need to win an Oscar or be nominated. Yeah, but like, I will say, surprisingly, no offense to Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Gosling, he had more depth here than in Blade Runner. Like, fuck's sake. Like,
to be fair, he was an android in that one.
I know that's true, but hey, Deckard had like a lot of character in the
I mean-
first Blade Runner. And
I
he
mean,
was an
yeah. I mean, how do? I mean,
Ha-
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, but don't worry. One of my favorite movies is Blade Runner 2047. So
Also, can I just say
49.
that I was very
yeah,
pleasant.
confusing
I,
it.
49,
Cyberpunk.
49.
oh no. Anyway,
Okay.
one more thing. I was very pleasantly surprised to see Marissa Tomei in this. I did not realize she was gonna be a part of it until I did, and I was like, I'm so in love with. Because I think we had ended up watching this after her first appearance as Aunt May in Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
seeing her, I was like, oh cool, another movie that she's in. You know, glad to see her. Always a pleasure. Love her with all my heart.
I
You
think-
know,
I think
She was
it
also an old boy, wasn't it?
Old Boy. The
Was it?
the Josh Brolin one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Was
it
she there?
has to be. I doubt she'd
Was-
be in the Korean one. Why would Marissa Tomei be in the Korean one?
Unless you're confusing her with Elizabeth Olsen, then that's weird.
Ah, right. Okay, good point. My bad.
Okay, I was like,
Uh,
alright. Anyway, but yeah. I think what lends to this movie is that I was really impressed by the writing because I was impressed by both the writing and the direction, also on top of the fact that the actors all could do comedic timing very well. Of course, Steve Carell, you know,
He's a god in that.
that's his thing, right? But everyone else that didn't have as strong of a comedic background as he did was really good. Of course, Emma Stone is great. And the reason why I say Emma Stone's character is a special case is because for whatever reason Emma Stone just gets casted to be Emma Stone. Like she's one of those actresses, like when she's doing a movie like, let's say, like Crazy Stupid Love, that isn't as serious or doesn't require as much like quote unquote depth compared to what would be usually a drama.
Yeah.
She does. I was like, they just cast her. They're just like, Emma Stone, can you just come on set? You know, just do your thing.
Yeah, just do your thing.
It's kind of like Anna Kendrick.
Start when
you know?
you laugh.
Yeah, we'll just record and we'll start just crack jokes, right?
Yeah.
You know, of course, Ryan Gosling, very impressive, wonderful, loved his kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay, and I felt like, yeah,
I do want to talk about like Ryan Gosling's character.
Gosling,
But you
Gosling.
shut up. But like finish what you wanted to say. First.
Yeah, but I
like
was
it.
just very impressed with the way that everyone was able to kind of come together. Like, the people who meant to have chemistry had chemistry. The awkwardness really was elevated in a way that didn't feel cringy. Like, because I feel like when it comes to some comedy, like, they revel in the cringiness, but it becomes unbearable to a certain extent.
You go
But
like
they-
this.
Yeah, you go like this and you don't want to look, but they Crazy Stupid Love does it in a way that it just feels kind of like, yeah, this definitely won't happen in real life. Like, it won't be as funny, but dang if they didn't make it really, like, down to earth.
It felt exactly like The Office. The Office is
Yeah.
like that, where they use cringe as comedy.
Yeah, but like in a better way than just let's just be super cringy and discoursing, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, Jama. You can
Yeah. No. I as I told you, like my first experience with this was when I was 15, and rewatching this movie after seeing how Ryan Gosling did his moves, I was like, oh no! Like this guy was hella full of himself. Like this character, not Ryan Gosling. Oh no, I don't know him personally.
Well, if you
But,
look like Ryan Gosling, I'm sure you'd be
I'm
too.
pretty sure.
Like if you look like Ryan Gosling, I'm sure you'd have your fucking head up in the clouds, you know.
I'm not gonna deny it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
By the
saying.
abs of Ryan Gosling, you're like, you know what? Why not?
I mean, he has the
But,
looks and the physique, so go for it.
That's true. That's true. And he has the money. So damn. But yeah, but when I was like watching this, I was like, this is such cringe content. I don't like watching this. How are these pickup lines working on these women? Stop! It's a trap.
Stop! It's a trap. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
But yeah. But I am a sucker for rom-coms when they have this whole transformation sequence.
Yeah.
Like I'm always a sucker for that. Like I always love seeing it. Like the ugly becomes the beauty. Him wearing like overly sized polo shirts and New Balance, and being slapped in the face a lot is like, and then he becomes like this pretty much sex god. And I'm like, all right, good for you. Mine's the sex god part, but like good for you. And like going through his escapades and like watching him go through Marissa Tomei, and then they get to the teacher. Was this parent teacher conference?
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
Oh no. And then of course it's him ghosting her before, you know, like we really knew about ghosting and like
yeah.
and
then she's like, huh? Yeah.
the setup's like him and Julian Moore being like, I miss you. I'm sorry. I did like such a.
Oh yeah, it was such a nice tender moment, and then when the teacher opens the door, fuck.
I rewound it so many times, like to the part where she calls out his son. Like, are you paying attention? Like, is that Marissa Tomei's voice, or did they just?
I did not pick it up. I forgot.
And that's why I rewound it. So I'm like, it is. Shit.
Yeah. I think that's why I was also very impressed with the writing, because the way that they wrote every sequence, you know, you come into comedy, right? The whole point is like, okay, here's the setup, here's the build-up, here's the, you know, and then here's the joke, right? Here's the punchline, right? They've done it in a way that when I first watched it, I had no, like, I was kind of getting familiar with the formula of, with every scene, there, I know, okay, what's the joke that's coming up next, right? What's the whole big sequence? I was very impressed, and then they blind, like, every punchline, I was very impressed already. And then when we get to the final part, the biggest joke out of the entire thing, I was like, and then I watched it again too. I said, shoot, why didn't I catch that the first time? Oh yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see something I didn't see?
No,
Wait, what are you talking about? The big joke? Sorry,
the big
I'm a little
joke, the
lost.
one where Emma Stone is the daughter of
Gotcha.
Emma Stone is the daughter, and like they have that whole sequence of I want to be with your mom again, and then what's going on, Dad, Mom, Dad, you know, like, and it's Ryan Gosling saying, Dad, Mom, what, Dad, daughter, and he was like, why is she so much older? And he's like, because we had her really young, that's why we got married. And then it like kind of hits you in the head, like, you're right, they did get married. That, like, Emma Stone is technically the reason, like, they got married so early, and then they got like the shitty marriage, and then it like, kind of like it fell all into place. And it was so impressive. It really blindsided me. I had no idea, and I was like, I laughed my ass off so much.
I love that Ryan Gosling is still such a bro though. When he met Dave, I'm like,
yeah, he's like, is that Dave?
you
Boom.
motherfucking, you know how much you gave my friend, and then Steve Carell starts attacking him.
Then when Gosling was like, I'm gonna meet my girlfriend's mom, I was like, why is this happening at the same time?
Hi, yeah, like
Right.
why?
I'm like, hold up.
Oh.
And then the reveal happens, you're like, oh. And you're kind of like Julian Moore, like, ooh, okay.
And I think it's kind of cute. Wait, so go ahead, Joma.
No, go on.
No, I just think it's kind of cute that, like, it makes sense too. Like, the only two redheads in the movie could be related to. It's kind of funny because Julianne Moore and Emma Stone, I don't know if they're not. I think Emma Stone is a natural blonde, but has gone most of her acting career as a redhead to set herself apart. I think. Or there's something along those lines. Yeah, but like she definitely only really had like red hair, so like a lot of people, I was like, oh, that makes sense too. They did have red hair, haha, funny, right? But yeah, go ahead, Joma.
Has she?
No, we're also missing like the biggest.
Huh? Sorry.
What?
Has she been blonde most of her career?
No. She's been a redhead, but she is a natural blonde.
She is?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody said that she was a natural blonde. I will have to Google that now. But I remember it's like kind of like some actresses and actors.
That's right.
We're kind of missing the big elephant
Anyway, yeah,
in the room of this movie, though.
Yes, that's why I was like, good.
What do you mean? We can stop it right now.
Oh wait, before we go, yes, she is blonde.
Blonde.
She is a natural blonde, not a redhead.
Alright,
Yeah. There's not a Wig in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I will say though, she does kind of look like a possibility of being like Julian Moore's like daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying they casted quite well.
They Secret and Julian Moore came up with the perfect child in Emma Stone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
anyway, Jama, biggest elephant in the room.
Yeah, which is the whole babysitter thing.
No, that was the plot point that I didn't want to get to until you brought it up.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest one for me, and I said, "This is what ages the movie."
Like the babysitter taking nude photos, or the kid.
No. Okay, it wasn't that. Look, I think they kind of handled that part a little bit better. Like, oh, she didn't get to give it to him. Steve Carell.
Yeah, and he never got to see it. Yeah,
he
exactly.
Never got to see it. Oh, but yeah, we know her intentions. But then again, it's just her having a puppy crush. But then she had that one friend who was trying to help her with it. I'm like, oh God,
my whole thing. I feel like yes, the babysitter thing could have gotten a lot worse, but I think it ages the movie in such a terrible way, because this is peak 2011 humor before we even thought about, like, yes, I'm sure people before 2011 knew how inappropriate it was. That's why the dad got so mad at Steve Carell's character, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it just, like, the fact that I get it is funny, but when you look at the crux of it, it feels so nasty. It feels so gross and nasty, and I'm glad that they kind of went with it in a way that it does, like, say don't do that, but it's also kind of like that's still really freaking weird. But I'm not like crucifying the movie. I just it's the worst. If it has to, out of all the jokes that had to be said, that one is like bottom tier. It is the bottom of the barrel joke that I just felt so nasty looking at. I was like,
and then
I agree.
She gives the photos to the son. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly. I'm like, it's even worse. It got worse.
It's like, isn't he 14 and you're what, 17?
Yeah, so exactly.
You're just waiting.
Like, you could make an argument it's illegal, but I'm like,
Like, I get that they're both minors, but the different, like, a 17-year-old is someone in their last year of high school. 14 is probably right before high school. You were probably in middle school, or what we would say grade 6 here, before K-12. But grade 6 here, imagine the difference.
I hate the fact that this is Robbie's, like, closure. I was like,
yeah, like, why if all the things, like, why did it have to, like, why give him the new, like, like, I just felt nasty. Like, I'm sorry to the babysitter actress, but the way that they wrote that, like, I was just like, you're really... That's...
I feel like the kiss on the cheek would have been enough. Like,
that's it, yeah. Kiss on the cheek is enough, like, you know, but, like, that's it.
Him saying, like, I'll just wait for you when I'm older. And
yeah, then at that point, like, it'd be like, sure, kid. Sure.
Yeah, they should have just been like, ha, sure, kid, but have a kiss. Not like, have a kiss on the cheek. Cute, right? Yeah. The nudes thing, the scars thing, the fact that there felt like, I don't know, but I watched it twice, and both times, and the second time with people, everyone was like, she's interested in that kid. She came off as interested as to that kid. Like, I wasn't the only one who thought that. There were people there. Someone with an actual degree in literature who reads into subcontext like this, subtext. I mean, does that. Realized that too, and I said, that's so...
Yeah, minus that little weird plot point, but yeah,
Everything else is great. Like, honestly, just take... Like, if they just went with the route of, haha, you're funny, kid, that's it. That would have been fine. It would have...
Okay, look.
I honestly would have given this a really great score.
Other than, like, okay, the actor of Robbie, Jonah Bobo, sorry for your last name, but, like, he did an amazing job. I remember seeing him in Zathura back in the day, but, like, damn, this kid was so cringy. He played it so well.
I mean, like, yeah, he did.
Him getting caught in his own bedroom, I'm like, oh, no. Oh, God. Him, like, this kid was, like, probably early Simps. You know, of the 2000s. The early 2010s. The early 2010s.
Before
I was like,
we knew what that meant, sure.
Yeah. And I was like, shit, this is... I can't remember doing this, though.
I mean...
Falling really hard for a girl.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've all had that point. It's just, like, the way that the clear older person who should have dealt with this better, should have dealt with it. Like, I'm saying this. If that was a 17-year-old boy with a young girl, we would be seeing that differently because society has
this movie
gone
would not see the light
of day. Exactly. Like, if you think about it, like, because the issue, and I think the reason why it felt okay for people to put out was because for young boys to have a much older, hotter lady do like express interest in is the quote unquote fantasy. Of course, that is not the way that we view that now. For a lot of us, you know, as the you have to be consenting adults is the hope that we have for people out there. You know, that's weird.
Yeah.
He was 14. Dude,
Like,
when I was 14, I was Naruto running around, okay? We were Naruto running around. What?
Yeah, don't expose us.
No, I know.
When we were all 14, we were, memorizing Bible scripts. And
Yeah, we were also memorizing Bible
You
scripts.
guys were memorizing Bible scripts?
Bible verses.
No, he's implying he never did. He was always
I am the
late
bad Christian child. Anyway,
Anyway.
have you
Anyway, I'm
spoken
so
every part
sorry.
about this movie?
I think we've talked about most parts. Marissa Tomei for sure,
Yeah.
who I did not expect to
Yeah.
be there. We talked about the jokes or the actors.
Did we talk about the plot?
Yeah, we did. I mean, the plot is essentially just. I mean, like, the people who
Yeah.
are watching this video probably watched it already because why would you
That's
watch a
true.
movie about spoilers if you didn't watch the movie unless you just wanted to be
it's kind
spoiled?
It's kind of like 40-year-old virgin, but with less men.
Virgin.
Virgin.
No, I feel like this is a much like it's much more female oriented, but it has great dude bro jokes. Like
Okay.
it kind of captures like the adult population of like, you know, kind of more
love the
feminine but
balance.
kind of masculine. Yeah, it doesn't because like I
love the
know because like let's say like I watch something like I'm trying to think of that movie, the Hangover or whatever, the one where they're all hungover.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was
You
called?
got
Was
it.
it
Yes,
that
that's
movie?
You got
about
it.
it.
Yes,
Is it
that's
The
about the
Hangover?
hangover.
Like if I watch that, like I clearly do not like
Find it
relate
funny.
to it. Well, I know that I don't find it funny. It's just not the kind of humor that I would always want to listen to. Like if I watched an hour of the same dude bro, like 2 hours of the same dude bro jokes, it's gonna get old eventually for
I
me.
mean, you have been hangover.
Huh? I've been
up.
hangover.
Shut the
Huh?
fuck up,
You
Andrew.
have been
Shut up.
hangover before, so there's some relatability.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Yes.
But
Because
I-
waking up in Thailand with a tattoo
I know, fine, that's
is the same thing as waking up with a headache on my bed behind me.
Children.
I mean,
Children.
It's like 1%. It's
Enough.
like 1%
Children.
relatability.
I said enough.
Anyway,
Let's talk about
Thailand. Take it away.
Yes, yes.
We're still besties.
But- Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Oh my god. Anyway, Jama, take it away,
Yeah.
bro.
Anyway,
But yeah. Anyway, like, what would you guys rate this movie?
You go, Enzo.
I'll rate this slightly higher than Crazy Rich Asians, which is give us an 8.
A Nate.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty rewatchable and like they're not deep characters, but they are complex and like they handle the situation, the topics at least very in a very adult way, except for the babysitter. That's like already worth 2 points. I'm like sorry, it's 2 points gone from you. But yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
like this more than the other one, not because I just find this more fun, I guess.
How about you, Nina?
I think I would give it personally higher. I would give it a 9 because it is the movie that made me realize that I can enjoy rom-coms more than I expected. It made me love Steve Carell more for sure. It was great seeing him in his element. Of course, I loved seeing Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling interact because that's one of the many movies that they do for whatever reason. Julianne Moore, great. Marissa Tomei, great. But the writing for the comedy, great. I love the way everyone does. Like, the performance of the jokes, great. But yeah, I have the dock points for that whole babysitter character because I cannot get over how incredibly uncomfortable it made me. It was crazy how uncomfortable I felt watching that part. Like any part, like that was the only time that I, for the sake of comedy, looked like this because I did not want to see it.
Yeah, and
Yep.
rewatching it again, I'm like, oh god, I know what this.
Yeah, like
this
I'm all,
is.
like Yeah.
This did not age well.
No. I don't think it should have aged. Like, it should just not have been a thing at all.
It should have just not aged.
It should have just not aged. It should have just been left in the script, and that's
it. Should have
it.
been a concept that was forever in the trash can.
Exactly.
Yep,
Like,
exactly.
I'm sure there is a funnier way to go about it. Like, there is a just as funny character that could have been created out of the need to create another subplot. But dang, did you really have to make it the weird one? This one incredibly weird. Like, oh lordy. Hi. Anyway, glad that Steve Carell's character didn't end up a predator, so that's it. 9.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like
For the
bare
protagonist of the
minimum.
movie. For the
I mean, in
protagonist
fair-
of the movie.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
just like I'm glad we set the bar above the bare minimum. You
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're gonna jumper.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one the same score as Crazy Rich Asians, so I'm giving it a 7. It was like, I don't watch a lot of rom-coms, and when I do, they're the ones I really like or really connect to. And yeah, I love this whole story of like husband got lazy, wife got disinterested, and they try to find their way to probably move on from each other, but then they kind of come back, and it's really nice to see. And I don't know, I love the format of like the whole how they did this entire movie, where no matter how close they get, it always gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they're always so close, and you don't even see them. I don't think you even see them kiss in this movie. Like even when they were married, before she even wanted the divorce, they didn't.
Did
even
they
kiss.
kiss in the end?
No,
Right.
they were just laughing with each other. You zoom into the weird kid, and then he walks away, and then he was going to get that song, and like, yeah, I'm pretty much on board with you guys with the whole babysitter plot was just too weird. You could like just scrap it or not give the kid the pictures at all.
Yeah, like it could like at least like make it like I would have given it a full 9.5 if that were the case.
Right.
You know.
Look, okay, I don't mind the whole plot of like kid being in love with his babysitter. We all seen that before. It's just that they kind of pushed it a little too far.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They
The
kinda-
implications are bleh.
They put
Yeah.
shit to a sphere that doesn't need to be there.
Yep. But yeah, anyway, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. Same as Crazy Rich Asians, because this is one of the rom-com movies that I'm willing to watch again and again and again.
And again, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Also, I love the fact that Kevin Bacon called it quits after one family barbecue. I'm like, I guess staying away from this family, okay.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, if you get punched in the face multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You should take the L and leave.
yeah. It's too fucking complicated from there on. But anyway, did you guys like it? Did you guys not like it? Leave it down in the comments below. Leave a like, ring that bell icon as well. And Enzo, where can they find us?
They can find us at facebook.com/geeksanddegenerates. We also have a Discord group with a lot of international peeps, cool peeps.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, one of them came out with a really cool Dead by Daylight video. So if you want to hear me or Nina, not sure if Jomer's in it, but I'll link it down in the description below. You're not? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe next time then.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Damn. Okay, guilt tripping me here. Okay,
No,
sorry,
I mean,
I wasn't
Guilt
there.
tripping you.
I like judging me. I was like, sometimes I'm not even there, so it's fine. But they're really cool
Okay.
people, so I'll link that funny vid in the description below, and you'll see all of our Dead by Daylight adventures. Most of them.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah. But yeah, you can find me at JohnGeom on Instagram. It is my Instagram art account. How about you, Nina? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Nina on Twitch and on Instagram. That's it. That's all I
Okay.
got.
How about you, Enzo?
Individually, you can find me at KinDalphus995 on Twitter and Instagram. Like, I already said the Facebook thing.
No, I'm asking for your personal.
Your personal stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you to all you geeks and degenerates for watching this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, stay safe, get vaccinated, and all that jazz. But yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.